I'm telling you, I started this video at least 20 times. I'm so tired. My throat is so sore getting hoarse. Anyway, I I have a funny story to tell, and I thought I would sign up really quick. You see, I'm back in my studio. I got my stuff behind me. Got my secret picture frame, um, and all kinds of good fun stuff. Uh, and the cats are sleeping, so they're not going to jump up on my desk. I do have a sore throat. I did just get over strep, and I had an infection so bad on the side of my mouth that they had to pull a tooth and put stitches in. So I got this big gaping hole in the side of my mouth and every time I stick my tongue in it, no matter how careful I am, I stick my tongue in there and food comes out. I'm just like, ugh. So anyway, that's my mouth. I have a funny story to tell. And it all starts with work. I had to go to North Carolina to do a factory walkthrough. Um, as one of the IT people, we do a factory walkthrough at least once a year to our remote sites that do not have um, IT people on site. We clean up anything that needed to be done, swap out switches, pick up old computers, uh, that sort of thing, run wires, make a map of the site, interview people. We just basically a 3 day site walkthrough and repair and um, yeah, put in lots of hours on that. And because I can't fly, well, I can fly, but I can't fly. It's a long story. Um, because I can't fly, I had to rent a car, and because the car rental place is not open on Saturday and Sunday, I had to rent from the previous Friday to the following Monday. And since I only had to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the middle week, that gave me like 4 days before and 4 days after to do what I wanted because it was unlimited mileage on the car and didn't matter. So my plan was to leave early or late, or just to drive around and do some sightseeing. And well, I'm going to show you my route. That's the route I took uh, from Mason City to Hickory, North Carolina. And do I got my size all set up? Yep. So that was my route. And for weeks and weeks before, what I was doing was I would take my route and I would zoom in and I would do this with the that turned off, and I would look for parks, roadside parks, um, anything. Okay, here's Kiwanis Park. So I would go there and I would look, and where'd it go? So it's right here, Kiwanis Park. It's got a baseball field and some stuff, and then I would check it out, like this, and see if I could see anything in the park. Looks like it's nicely mowed and everything. Um, no trespassing. Violators will be prosecuted. So anyway, so I would look at parks. And why was I looking at all these parks, you ask? Well, because I uh, I have a token. You and on the back of the token is instructions. And I can't finish my book until I hide the token because I got to encode where the token is within the book. And I need to know where it's hidden to know how best to encode that. Um, so I had planned on, I'm driving and I would see a big park like this. And those were the parks I would like really check out and Turkey Hollow and I would see if anyone had pictures there. There's a picture right here. Boop. Ooh, very swampy. Oh, can you imagine hiding something here in this swamp? Looks like it floods a lot. So I would look for places to hide the token. And for like for weeks before I was doing this, because I knew I was driving and I knew I would be going through places. It's easier to spot parks on this. And look, here's Mackinac, spelled wrong, but that's okay. That's a game preserve. I don't know if there's any pictures. I don't see any pictures nearby. Um, so that was my thinking. And here's where the funny part came in. I kept looking and looking and looking for a nice place to hide the token for to tour a park and look around. And I I came up with this one park, and it just kept hitting me in my brain. Go to this park. Go to this park. Go to this park. So on my way out to North Carolina, I wanted to stop at this park and explore it because it had a lot of neat things in it. And I got to tell you, I was going by at like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to wait till dawn. I didn't want to wait till, the park opened or whatever. So I kept going, so I didn't stop. So I figured I'll stop on the way back. Now, on the way back, there was this thick fog and we couldn't move. I mean, the highway was like you couldn't see your headlights, you couldn't see the lines on the side of the road. It was horribly bad. And so I ended up taking a lot of time going through there. And it's funny because I went through the Appalachians at night and then through this fog. I never saw a single mountain, and I'm so disappointed in that. But anyway, coming back through, I ended up passing this park again at like 3 in the morning. So I'm just like, oh, forget it. And I ended up not hiding the token, which you can see, I still got it. And then I watched this video. I got home, and a couple of weeks pass, and this is a tribute. They interview Kit Palancar. Well, they interviewed Kit, not Kit Williams from the Whistle Pig. Um, but yeah, they interviewed him, and here's the tribute. There's Kit. Uh, oh, my face is in the way. My big fat face. So there's the tribute to the 13th, or to the secret, and this is the 13th cast. Pain, just like in the book. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Uh, and someone mentioned on there, I don't even think it's in here, but someone mentioned the name of a park. And this guy in fact, he looked just like that. He got all grinny and like, no, I can't say anything. So it wasn't until like a couple days later, I look up the park and I found this page here. And I got to this page from Mysterious Writings. In fact, I'm going to add this to my favorites. Where do I want to put this? Let's put it in this one. So anyway, I spent, this is one of the reasons why I started this video over and over. I could not find this page again, and I was trying to do it live, and I couldn't do it. So anyway, after viewing this page, whoops, no, this one, come on, you can do it. No, this one. There we go. Okay, so the the first thing I see on this page is this and this. And I'm like, oh, that is a direct match. That's got to be it. Look at everything matches. Um, and then I'm going through this page and I'm like, wow, everything matches. Look at there's the thing and there's the thing and there's the thing and um, there's the thing and this branch matches these roads and da da da. Man of Adventure, and there's Daniel Boone, and all this other stuff. And what really got me is like these and this and this thing here and the dragon. There's the dragon with the two becomes three or whatever it is. Um, and I'm like, yeah, this park is the place to be. This is the park. There's no doubt in my mind that the 13th cast is in this park. But um, this park is in Kentucky. And this is where the funny part of the story comes in. This is the park I wanted to visit to walk around and hide the token. And I just saw this park. I did a bunch of, I actually like used the little guy here. And um, I think if I go here, and I use this little guy to walk around and look at stuff. And oh, this is neat. And that might be a good place to hide something. And I'm looking around and blah, blah, blah. And I didn't realize this was the same park where they had a 13. If I'd had realized that while I was down there, I would have gone a day early. I would have spent 1 or 2 days here. Um, I didn't have a shovel in my car, but you can believe I would look around for any clues that would like lead to the spot because I mean, the park is definite and you can match up places in the poem and in the picture with things in the park, but to get to that final X to where to dig, um, yeah, that's the tricky part. And I from what I under excuse me, from what I understand, people have been here and have tried to dig and have found spots that they thought might be right and blah blah blah. And and this is what I did. And before I knew this was the home of the cast, I was going through the park like this, looking for anything interesting, anything that like when I hide a token, I don't want to hide it like on this sign. What if someone runs over that sign? It's a wooden post. It could easily be knocked down. So I wouldn't choose a sign like that. Um, like a main sign, I'd be like, what if they want to repaint that sign or redo it? Well, in fact, look at right here. They're working on a spot. So it's like you got to really pick and choose. You don't want to use a tree because trees fall down, trees get cut down, trees change their shape and what they look like. Um, I think that's funny that I'm coming in here and there's stuff going on. And I thought about like light poles and stop signs, but no. They can get changed out, they can get run over. They might 3 years from now want to paint this pole and find the token and throw it away. Um, this wall, they might end up doing gardening around the wall and dig it up. And so, you wouldn't want to put it around the wall. There's just so many things to take into consideration. And man, I scoured this park and I just felt like, oh man, I want to do this. And then I find out that it's the park with the 13th cast in it. And, as soon as I saw this, I'm like, oh, these people are onto something. So I'm really kicking myself. I really want to get back into things and not overlook stuff like this again. Um, so I want to get back in. This is a let me enlarge my page back up here. This is one I'm working on. I want to get back into Xavier Marks uh, and get back into that. So I don't, if I'm traveling again, I don't want to miss a city. Also, this one, which I believe is on the East Coast, um, just I'm kicking myself. I would have had 4 days in this park to do whatever I wanted. Well, 3 days maybe, um, to look around, to pace out things, to read the poem and look at the picture and try to figure out, okay, this is something will click. And like Kit said in his interview, um, you kind of got to be there for this stuff to click. And We can look all day. We can look all day at these pictures and say, "Oh yeah, that matches that, and that matches that, and that matches that," and you can do that all day long. But until you know where to go to dig, I mean, this matches the. I got my big fat head in the way again. Like this matches the. This little lamb thing matches. Um, the handle here matches the curve on this bridge. The shield matches the shields on the dragon boat, and the dragon is mentioned in the poem. And even these pictures here, I mean, that's a direct lift off of that. Um, yeah, no doubt. No, there's no doubt that it's there, but I'm kicking myself for not spending a couple days there and looking for it. So yeah, I'm going to try and get into stuff again. I'm going to try and maybe do some videos while I'm working things out in my head. Um, I maybe get caught up on what other people are doing. I know there's been like 100 Zooms that I've missed out on, but I don't know if they've actually found anything. Um, what I what I think about this book, and let me get my big fat head back in the way. What I think about this book is when I'm looking at these pictures, they say, um, well, that's Vincent Van Gogh, but like these children, they mention the children, and right there, they mention the children and their age and their location, and that they drew the picture. And I would hate to think that these pictures are staged and drawn just like the cask, like The Secret, um, because they gave credit to these kids. And I think if they modified the pictures or drew their own pictures and put a kid's name down there, I think that's robbing a kid of recognition. And I'm hoping they didn't do that. So I don't know. I haven't been looking at the pictures too closely. I've just been looking at some of the clues. Uh, Nothing makes sense in that one. And you never know. There's always something that clicks. There's that aha moment, and maybe someone will, or hopefully me, will find it right there. Um, but yeah, I'm going to get back into some of these hunts. I'm going to check out some of the hunts that have just started up again. Uh, I hate to call them popcorn hunts because they got bigger prizes. These are more like coney dog hunts. So yeah, eat it, bigger than a piece of popcorn. It's a coney dog um, on a stick, deep fried with ketchup. Uh, so anyway, oh man, I haven't used this in so long. I mean, there is such thick dust on here. Uh, I'm gonna have to clean it. My grandson uses this, but he brings his own keyboard down and he sits there and he puts the keyboard on his lap. And of course, he has all these keyboard shortcuts, so he's just for hours and hours. Um, so I mean, it's just not getting used, and he just looks at the screen. I have two screens, so he'll put up YouTube videos on one screen and play the game on the other screen, just sit there and watch YouTubes and play the game. It's funny. Um, but back in my day, I used to ride my bike for hours on end, or play Dungeons and Dragons, or I read The Lord of the Rings like 12 times. So, to each their own. Uh, Anything else? Nope, there's nothing else. My car broke down, and I'm waiting to get a call back so I can go pick it up. Oh, these stitches are just killing me, and they're at the point where they're supposed to dissolve and disappear, and they're at that point where they're like loose, so they must be dissolving. But man, I can't eat anything. It's like I try to chew on this side, but I'm missing teeth on this side. So like I'm gonna have to just start gumming my food. I don't know. I'm dying for potato chips, but I know I can't eat potato chips right now. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Anyway, I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, and I hope everyone has a Happy New Year. I'm going to wrap it up. Um, I think there's going to be a live show tonight, and I'll probably sit in there and just, I never miss a show, even though I'm not talking in chat and I don't show up. I'm just watching the show secretly and secretly mocking all the people in the chat, like, oh, look what this guy said, mock, 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 um, and that kind of fun stuff. So anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Does it say how many minutes I went? I don't think this says how many minutes. Oh yeah, 20. Oh, I always try to keep. Oh, sorry about that. I always try to keep my videos around 20 minutes. So this is 20 minutes. This is a good place to stop. And have a happy new year. And hopefully this year will be the year of the hunt. Maybe someone will find. Did I lose it again? I lost it before. Maybe someone will find a token. Uh, oh, and look at this. I just happened to. Well, I thought I did. Maybe it's been stolen. No, it's been stolen. Ah, there it is. Yes, in this junk drawer. Oh, and it's so heavy. I just love it. There's that gold coin again. Um, I just love gold. Uh, I feel bad that I couldn't get anything from the auction. I bid. I must have put 100 bids in. I just was always outbid. Um, so yeah, that was fun. Oh yeah, the auction. That was I. I was in the hotel room because I was. That's when I was in North Carolina. So I'm in the hotel room on my phone watching the auction, putting bids in, getting outbid. And I'm just like, dang, dang. So if you guys paid a higher price for stuff, it was probably me driving the price up because I bid on a lot of stuff. Um, anyway, have a happy new year. Uh, make some resolutions. Put your resolutions below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I gotta say that now. It's a law or something, so I gotta say that. And we'll see you guys later. And let me get this ready. Sayonara. Well, goodbye.